Hello, Sonoma County. Hey, today we are in Sebastopol in this downtown area called the Barlow. And when we talk to clients that are relocating from outside of other areas into Sonoma County, and we say to them, what do you know about Sonoma County? So often their response is Sebastopol. We want to see Sebastopol. We think we want to live in Sebastopol. It just looks like the greatest place. I don't know what Sebastopol is doing, but they must have some great marketing program because everyone knows about Sebastopol. And it's a pretty small little town. But you guys, the worst thing that could happen is you relocate from another area, think you found the place, only to find out it really is not the right vibe for you. So today, we're going to talk about the 6 reasons why Sebastopol might not be your place, okay? We shoot it straight here. We got to keep it honest. We got to keep you all on the right playing field because it's our goal. It's our duty and our goal to find the right place for you. So, but first, I'm Julie with Sullivan Group Real Estate, and every year we move people in and out and all around Sonoma County. So if you're thinking of the move in the next 60, 90, a year out, reach out. We'd love to talk with you, educate you more about Sonoma County, and get a plan in place to make your next move a really smooth one. All right, stay tuned. Let's dive in. The 6 reasons you may not like Sebastopol. All right, so reason number 1 that Sebastopol might not be your jam is if you are more comfortable with the safety of like chain stores and chain restaurants, you're not gonna find that here. Okay, they do have a Safeway and they have a CVS pharmacy, drugstore, which is actually a pretty new, kind of a newer addition. But other than that, it is mostly mom and pop stores, restaurants, art galleries, breweries, and wineries that they are so proud of and they support so loyally. Today, we're standing down in an area called the Barlow that is actually warehouses made from old canneries from years past, and it has been converted into these most amazing restaurants and shops, and one of my favorite places to come visit. They have amazing restaurants like Blue Ridge Kitchen, which is like farmhouse style, best fried chicken ever. They have a smash burger to die for and a hanger steak that's so good, and great craft cocktails. There's a swanky Fern Bar, which has like small bites and actually even fancier craft cocktails. And then there's Wood 4 Brewery that has like a pub style menu. There's Crooked Goat Brewery with more craft beer. And they have a big outdoor area where they have music in the summer. Great shops. We're standing by one of my favorite clothing stores called Russ that I just love to come visit and see what they have each season. There's Koshu Sushi. There's Burrito Cachino, which is a great Mexican restaurant, and so much more. Plus, there's the Main Street area just beyond the Barlow with more just wonderful shops and restaurants that are mom and pop, individually owned, and so well supported by everyone in the Sebastopol community and countywide. All right, reason number 2 why Sebastopol might not be your thing. If beer and wine is not up your alley, you really are surrounded by it here in Sebastopol. Wine, especially because of the climate, which we'll talk about in a little bit, it is the perfect temperatures for growing amazing grapes to turn into amazing wine. So here we're standing again, still in the Barlow, and behind me it's called Region. It's a super cool place where it has like 50 plus like wines on tap. So you can taste wines from all over the county, a lot from right here, of course, in Sebastopol, and I believe even worldwide. There are some world-renowned wineries here in Sebastopol that bring people from all over the world to come and taste, like Gary Farrell, Costa Brown, Miramar, just to name a few, because there's tons. And then again, the craft beer. The craft beer scene in Sebastopol is just exploding. Like I mentioned before, the Crooked Goat Winery, Wood 4 Brewery, and I didn't mention, but there's also Golden State Cider. So super cool place if you like beer and wine, but if it's not your thing and you just aren't interested in seeing it everywhere you go, then that might be something to consider and maybe look at other areas besides Sebastopol. Reason number 3 is Sebastopol's a really small town. The population is only about 8,000 people. It has got a country rural feel, not that cookie cutter suburbia, and it is a little quirky, which we'll talk about in another reason. But Sebastopol does regularly make the best small towns of America lists year over year. Kind of the excitement in Sebastopol with different things going on is like your weekend farmers market or a craft fair down in the Barlow. Tends to roll up pretty early. I mean, you can go out to dinner and there are a few places that have music at night, but it's over by like 10 o'clock. The high school here, they pack the stands for football and basketball games because there's that kind of community support. But if the hustle and bustle and more activity and more noise is what makes you feel good, Sebastopol might bore you pretty quickly. Okay, reason number 4. Do you like it hot? I mean, in the summer, do you want really hot weather? There are warmer places in this county than Sebastopol. So where Sebastopol sits in our county, it's out on the west side of the county. In fact, a 15-minute drive and you're out on the Pacific coast. So again, because of that, the temperatures stay a little cooler than other areas, which, like I said before, the grapes love that. I think it's the Pinot Noir loves the cooler temperatures. But here in Sebastopol, they only see like in the summer, it's like an average of 82 and it gets down to like, 50 in the summer. And then in the winter, it's an average of like 50 and it gets down into the 30s and 40s. So if that's your thing, you like that more mellow weather, you don't like those big spikes. I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll get your hot days here and there. We all have our heat waves through Sonoma County, but overall, this is one of the cooler areas county-wide because of the coast. We get those coastal breezes, and then the fog kind of fingers in over the hills and really cools this down, so you don't get those hot summer nights. But if that makes you more comfortable, then it's good. But if you like that hot weather, we've got warmer places here in Sonoma County. So reason number 5, Sebastopol tends to be a little quirky, a little diverse, very artsy. So if that's not your thing and you don't enjoy seeing that or what that brings into the neighborhoods, then again, maybe Sebastopol is not your landing spot. But you guys, if it is your thing, look where I'm standing. I'm on Florence Avenue. It's a very famous street in Sebastopol where a lot of the neighbors have these one-of-a-kind, like recycled metal art sculptures in their front yard. I'm standing between Mandalorian and Prince Charming, okay? And people come from all over to see this artwork, and everybody's very proud of it and displaying it, and they love when people come and see it and enjoy it. If art is your thing, arts and the holistic health movement, if that's your jam, there is a huge community here with that. There's art studios and clubs and groups and all sorts of things for you to do and people for you to meet that are interested in the same thing, and you would absolutely love it out here. There's art shows and art galleries, there's craft fairs, along with the farmers markets. A lot of times it's a little bit of farmers market and a little bit of all the homemade art and goods that the people produce out here, which makes it, again, just such a fun and unique town. If you love the arts, you got to come to Sebastopol. If it's not your thing, we'll find you another place. Okay, the last reason number 6 today, is if you want to find a housing deal, Sebastopol is not going to be the place you're going to find that. This city tends to be one of our higher priced cities in Sonoma County. There is a big demand for the houses out here. People do love it out here and they want to live in Sebastopol. And there's usually not a lot of inventory of homes. So when something does come on the market, it usually has a lot of demand. The median home price is sitting at just under $1 million. But don't let that fool you, because there are a lot of different types of housing here. And there's a lot of country properties with a lot of acreage. They go for a lot of money. And so that kind of skews our median home price. But there are a couple of small condo complexes. There's small cottages. You'll see some of those that we saw downtown today. There's single family homes with all sorts of different amounts of square footage. And then those country properties that are just so amazing. And they come with small acreage to large acreage. There's vineyard properties, horse properties, all sorts of types of livestock, dairy, chickens, goats, and then a lot of other ag properties as well. Besides grapes, a lot of produce is grown out here, hence all the farmers markets out here in Sebastopol. But overall, it does tend to be one of our pricier cities in Sonoma County, so you would have to take that into account and see if the home you like fits into your budget out here in Sebastopol. All right, I hope this gives you guys a better idea of the feel of living in Sebastopol, kind of the vibe. If you like that quirkiness, kind of the hippiness of this town, this could be right up your alley. wonderful restaurants and breweries and wineries. They're so fun. I mean, I don't live in Sebastopol, but we come down here all the time and come for dinner. I'll check and see where music is playing because it is really a fun evening out. Again, the temperature, if you like that more mild temperature, this could be it for you. You guys, again, you don't want to land in a place that you later find out is not up your alley. We will help you hit the pros and cons of each of the cities here in Sonoma County and make sure where you land is just perfect for your lifestyle. If you want to see more of these videos, whoa, big truck coming by, but that's okay, because if you want to see more of these videos, click subscribe and like and ding the bell, because we release videos all the time about everything Sonoma County and Sonoma County real estate. We would love to be your resource here in Sonoma County. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.